So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. Okay, today is the day that we make life coaches not happy with me. And I don't like to do that because life coaches listen to me all the time. Basically, I'm their show prep for their clients tomorrow. I help them help their clients. That's what I do. They listen to me, work with the client. Anyway, today, we're going to talk about SMART goals, which I think are stupid.
I need a boost. I need a daily boost. I need a boost. I need a daily boost.
It is the Daily Boost. Yeah, I'm not a life coach. Not really. Never really have been. Never had any interest in doing that. I'm interested in you living your life and enjoying your life. I really don't too much care about tactics. I don't care about tips and tricks and stuff like that. Just really doesn't even make any sense to me. I just care if it works, which is why I call myself a practical philosopher. I think about things, develop a philosophy about it, but it's got to be practical to me. And if not, it just doesn't have any standing in my life. So a little bit different than what a life coach would do, and that's okay. But I love my life coaches. Very necessary. Hell, I may hire you someday. I may need you to, because listen to me. I think it maybe possibly really need some help. Have you been to YouTube yet to visit us? I put that hour-long video up there a week ago. It's a big hit. A lot of views. It's got some legs. It's actually doing pretty well, and so we're excited about doing that. Really a nice different approach to this show, because it is this show. We're doing 5 of these shows on YouTube, but we're also doing conversation in between the shows, which is kind of neat, and I think you'll like it. Check it out. Daily Boost Podcast on YouTube. You'll find it easy, okay? Let's get into it. SMART goals. Let's talk about why I think SMART goals are stupid. I really am. Now, we'll get into it in a minute here and dig in a little bit deeper, and so don't get mad at me for this. It's I have thought this thing through, but more importantly, over time, I tried them, because SMART goals are one of those things that were kind of invented by a guy like me. You know, guys like me, we got to make up acronyms, we got to make up frameworks, got to make up names. That's what everybody does. Not everybody used to do it. It's only in the past maybe 5, 6, 7 years that everybody does it, because they've read all the books, they've watched all the videos, they're all over YouTube. This is what we do. Let's make up an acronym, then do a podcast and a YouTube channel and get clients. That's what people do. I don't know. So I see it as okay, but that's how it happened. So anyway, a guy like me makes it up. Now, that doesn't mean it's wrong, because a lot of stuff I make up, you make up stuff too. Plus, if I make up, is really kind of groundbreaking and really does help a lot of people. A lot of it is totally bogus. And I think this is halfway bogus. How's that? So let me talk about this. SMART goals stand for SMART, are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. Sounds great, doesn't it? Now, I'm a big fan of big-ass goals, which is why I don't like SMART goals. Now, big-ass goals for me, I named it that way because I like saying it. It's a big-ass goal. It's cool. It's not like a VHAG goal. Look it up if you don't know what that is. It's better than the VHAG because a VHAG's 10 years. Big-ass goals are just big. Goal setting toward big-ass goals is your natural state. Science now proves out that we look for big stuff. Really big, bigger than you. Really exciting. So exciting you want to do it, but you don't quite know how, but you believe you can. You get a goal like that that's so big that you can't not do it, you're going to figure it out. And science has completely backed this up. That's how it works. So SMART goals are smaller, and that's so much I don't like about SMART goals. We'll get into it, okay? You're a goal-setting machine. You have two eyes, right? Those eyes, they're kind of wide on your head. For most people, some are narrower, some are wider. But everywhere you look, you're kind of lining up. It's like a target or like a sight on your nose. Everywhere you look, you are triangulating whatever's in front of you. So you're in fact setting a goal with every step you take every single day. You're hardwired to do that. That still doesn't tell you why SMART goals are stupid. Oh, let's get into it. Well, actually, it's not totally stupid. I mean, SMART, that's stupid. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. I'm okay with specific. I'm okay with measurable. I'm sort of okay with time-bound. It's the other two that get me. Now, why is that? Why am I upset about this? Well, I've tried it. I was just like you a lot of years ago. I mean, I bought all the stuff and read all the stuff. I was trying to be fancy and be successful and learn all the rules of the road and learn some wisdom and all that stuff. No faster way to learn wisdom than to read some wisdom or listen to some wisdom, get on a podcast with some old dude that's been doing a podcast for 20 years and learn a few things. That's what I did. So I dove right in because I'm like that. Hey, you tell me to do it, I'm going to go do it. So let's break it down. Once again, SMART goals. Specific. Got to be specific, right? You have to know where you're heading. If you don't know your goal, you can't get to it. Zig Ziglar talked about that many, many years ago, and so many others have as well. If you're not specific, you're going to get what you're going to get. And my guess is if anything's going wrong in your life right now, if you're not getting what you want, it's because you haven't defined what you want. And yes, that's one of the hardest things to do. Absolutely one of the hardest. Measurable. I think Tony Robbins first really made that popular. What gets measured gets done. You have to measure it. If not, it's out of sight, out of mind. When I'm losing weight or on a diet, which seems to be most of my adult life, I'm really good at losing weight, really good at gaining. Actually, better at gaining, not so good at losing. But I weigh myself every single day. And sometimes I weigh myself twice a day, just to make sure. I want to see how much I lose overnight, right? Sometimes I won't get on the scale till I've gone to the bathroom to make sure I get a true representation of my actual body weight. By the way, we call the holding, we call it the BCI. I have not said this on a podcast forever. Do you want to know what BCI is?
You have one new message. Translating. Disney and Pixar's Hoppers is now available on Disney+.
You could say that again.
Critics are calling it Pixar's funniest movie ever and a wildly entertaining ride. Blizzard Potato. It's certified fresh and verified hot.
Now we party.
This is incredible!
Wow, I am clearing the rest of the day.
Disney and Pixar's Hoppers, now available on Disney+. Rated PG.
Should I say BCI? Yeah, it's body crap index. Nobody gets on a scale before they go to the bathroom, right? Just telling you. So what's my problem with SMART goals? Well, SMART or specific is fantastic. If you're not specific, you just can't get it. If you're not measurable, how do you know if you got it? Time bound. I'm a little here or there on the time bound. Here's why. Because oftentimes people get into a goal, have no idea how long it's going to take. They have no idea how they're going to get there. And in some cases, that's really good because it does push you into making decisions and doing things that maybe you wouldn't do otherwise. But often there's a really good opportunity for it to completely derail you. And I think that's what happens most of the time. I think people put an unrealistic time measure on it and they're not able to, they just can't do it. So they quit, right? They give up, right? Some common sense speaking to you here. So I like specific, I like measurable, and time bound I'm okay with, kind of, sort of. Where do I have my problem? Well, it's the A and the M, A and the R. The A is achievable. Now here's just pure Scott logic. Even though I think I can achieve it, even though I believe I can achieve it, if I've never done it, do I really know if I'm going to get it? The answer is no. If you're faking it till you make it, that's not real. You can bumble and stumble your way to get there. Absolutely. I totally know. I go along with it completely. But the truth is, if you are setting a goal that you want to go after and want to achieve, do you really know it's absolutely achievable for you? And I will say, if you know it's absolutely achievable for you, Your goal is too small. If you know you can do it, that's not really a goal. That's a to-do thing, right? So I've got a little fundamental problem with that because I don't think it works. I think it breaks more often than it helps. And the other one is the R, and realistic. So I work with a lot of people who are they're at a threshold in their life, if you will. They're trying to make a decision about where they want to go. It's most of the coaching I do these days. It's this little pivotal in between the lines part of life where they're trying to shift into something else. I do a lot of that coaching. It's 90% of what I do. And realistic has nothing to do with your goal. I mean, the best goals in the world, the ones that really fire you up, everybody around you will tell you, what are you thinking, right? And the truth is you're thinking the same thing. It's not realistic because it's not real. Because likely the person that you need to be to achieve that goal is not here yet. You haven't arrived. A lot of people do a podcast. When I started a podcast, I'd been radio my whole life. I could have never done it like I do today. It's crazy. It just wasn't realistic to do it. I could not even see what would happen to this podcast in 20 years' time. Never thought it was going to be. That's why I didn't set a goal back then. I said, let's show up and just do it. So you get what I'm saying here, right? SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound, on the surface, at a lower level, I think are fine. I think it's a great place to begin. I used to do something called the goal setting experience. It was more about creating the experience of goal setting because the experience along the way, you've heard the journey, it's the journey, not the destination. That's absolutely true. A little sidebar here, if I may. You know, when you set a goal, in your mind, you've already achieved it. You already think it's there. That's the destination. It's already, your mind's already said, I see it, let's go for it, right? Now it's just putting the pieces together, which is one of the reasons why people start heading in the direction of a goal they already accomplished in their mind. Why do you have to make it real anymore? As soon as it gets hard, you stop doing it. Combine that with SMART goals, and you see why when it feels unachievable or when it gets a little bit unrealistic, why you're not going to do it. So big goals, big S goals, need to be a little bigger than you. They need to be specific. They need to be measurable. Do they need to be achievable? Do they need to be realistic? Need a time bound? I don't know. For me, specific, big S, exciting enough is all I need. One or two of those on my plate keeps me busy for a very, very long time. Think about it today, okay? Why not? Huh? Hey, listen. Come and see me sometime at YouTube, dailyboostpodcast.com on YouTube, and I will see you here